So, hello. We are from University of Colima. It is a small state in Mexico, like close to the Pacific Ocean, and we are happy to meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
So, what do you want to talk about your university, your country, your city?
Okay, I'll start. I go to SUNY Old Westbury. It's here in Old Westbury, which is in New York, Long Island, to be exact. This is my first semester on campus. I'm a
Okay.
transfer student. I transferred from a community college, a local community college. Excuse me. And I started last semester, but of course it was virtual for us. I'm sorry, everybody. My name is Christiana. I have a different name there because I'm under my son's account for some reason. But Christiana,
Don't
everybody.
worry.
Christiana. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Um, so this is my first time on campus, and so far it's okay. It's been like the campus is extremely large, so I've been having my little bit of difficulties, but we're working through the challenges. Um, and that's it. How about you guys?
So I don't know if anybody wants to talk about from us guys about the college and and the campus that we are. If you not, I can. Oh, Ivan.
Mm, well, my name is Ivan. I'm 21 years old, and something I already mentioned this in the video that we upload, but something interesting from Colima is that we have two volcanoes together, and they are they can be seen from almost every point of the city. So it's something that I think that no a lot of places have, and that's it.
All right, cool. So you wanna go to the pedal analysis part? Uh,
Of course. And what do you know about the pestle analysis?
oh, to be honest with you, I didn't do anything. To be honest with you.
Can you repeat that, please? I didn't hear you.
Oh, to be honest with you, I didn't do any work.
Oh, okay. If you want me to explain like all the pestle I can, the pestle analysis it is a certain way to analyze like a university, a certain topic of sociology, about anything that you conduct, but from the from the letters. For example, the first P of pestle is political. About, for example, if you want to analyze a country, you say, oh, this is his political, this is how the government works, how they fund
The
things.
political system.
Yes. The E is for economic. You say, oh, they have a bad economic because of this. They will have a problem in 2008 because of that. The C is for social. The social struggle, the problems. If there is a problem between certain groups, or maybe not problem but good things, for example, how society works together, those kind of things,
Also,
depending. Uh-huh.
uh, it has to be with the demographics, the social, right? The demographic. Yeah. How can you? Um, I don't know how to say. Like segment the population of that country, how they behave.
Yes, that was very good, Iman. What do you want to say something, Rade?
Oh no, I got it. I got it.
You got it.
Yeah,
E is for technological and how the country it has their own. Mm, Sorry, I don't know how to explain it.
Oh no, no,
Don't,
no, it's all good. It's all good.
don't worry, don't worry. Yes, it is like that. Certain topics affecting someone. For example, you can do it like to everything. For example, if you want to do a Coca-Cola pestle analysis, you do the same. The political of the country that they are there, the economical, the sociological, the T is for technological. How does technology affect them? How do they like use the technology? For example, if they use drones or something like that. In certain countries, you can say like they are having technologies from online in order to their education people, to the people that are in the schools, work together, you know. The L is for legal. What does legality, the laws, the system affect certain topics in the country? Oh, there is a law in order to everybody have education, to everybody have health, you know, like
Ángel, Ángel,
what? Sorry.
¿puedo decir algo?
Yes, of course you can.
Uh, I just want to say, from what I read on the assignment, you guys mostly have to like figure out the misconceptions of what goes on over here in Mexico, and I think that's kind of like one of the reasons we're uh, making video calls so that we can like, so you can get it from like the horse's mouth to say, so to speak,
Oh,
what
oh,
goes
okay.
on. So like, if you have any questions, like whether it be like about school or our environment, just anything, we'd answer.
Oh, okay. So the point of the call is to clear things up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both,
Well,
both.
oh yeah,
Like
both ways. Both ways. Yeah.
to analyze, but like get the information straight.
Oh, okay. Well, to start, do you have any questions for us, so we could clear stuff up?
Mm, how is living in New York? Is it good? Is it bad? It depends of of how much economy you have, how much money. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I can answer that. So living in New York, there's a couple of parts. When people think of New York, they automatically think that we're from the city. Where all of us are not from the city. Some of us are from upstate. Some of us are from the city, or some of us are from Long Island. Me and me and Christiana, we're both from Long Island, so it's a little bit different from the city. Living on Long Island, you basically have to drive everywhere. In the city, everything's walking distance, or you could take the bus. Being upstate, stuff is like really far, so you have to drive. Taking the bus is not the option. Also, living on Long Island is not as dense as the city. So with the city, legit, you could walk to Starbucks. Over here, you have to drive. And our towns are not as densely packed either. So you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, that in the city it is easier to move, and in Long Island you have to have like a car or certain device, right?
Yeah, yeah. But if you're upstate New York, a
Uh-huh.
car is absolute necessary. It's absolutely necessary. Like you cannot operate in upstate New York without
Yes.
a car. On Long Island, you kind of can. You can take the bus, but upstate,
Oh, okay.
I've
Okay.
heard there's like like a mass exodus of New York due to like the rent or whatnot. I'm not sure if is there any truth in that?
oh yeah, yeah. People are leaving because the rent's high. Like here,
Yeah.
like for a good apartment, you're paying like 2,000. So people are leaving like, no, we're not paying 2,000. So they're leaving to go down south. So they're going to South Carolina, Georgia. They're going down there because the rent's cheaper down there. Like you can get like a same size apartment for like half the price.
That's
Yep.
very true. And I wanted to just piggyback off what he said about New York. The misconception is that we all live rich and that we all like walk around with celebrities and there's money falling from the sky. It's the furthest from the truth. Money doesn't fall from the sky. We have to work just as much. And there is a completely different environment from living in the city versus living more in the suburbs. We live in Long Island, so we do more live in the suburb area. Um, and yes, a car is greatly needed. But you can still get around on public transportation in Long Island for the most part, and Nassau County anyway. But if you live upstate, like he was saying, or in Suffolk County, you definitely need a car. Everything is super far. We're not all rich. There's different classes here, just like there is everywhere else. There are poor people. There are extremely rich and wealthy people. So I think that's like the misconception of New Yorkers, is that like we walk around with money falling from the sky, or that we walk around with all this glitz and glamour that we really don't have.
Yeah, I get it. But from what I am hearing, Long Island is a good place to be, right? Like in difference to other parts of New York.
I would
Or
say yes. What would you say?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a good place to live here. Yeah.
Okay.
okay, that's good. So
But
which
the rent is high. The rent is
Oh yeah,
high.
the rent's definitely high here.
yes, I can imagine. Ugh, 2,000, it's a lot.
Wait,
a lot,
actually,
a
the
lot, a
place.
lot, a
Like
lot.
60,000 pesos.
I
So
don't
how about
know,
where you
Ivan.
guys live? How about where you live? Do you live in a rural area or a city area?
I live in rural.
yes, he lives in the rural, but it's not as far as the big city. Yeah, the thing is that we are living in the one of the smallest states in Mexico, and with the less people in Mexico. I don't know if you can catch me. Like in total in the state, there's like 800,000 people. It is not close to a million, for example.
Yeah, it's
Um,
really small.
yes, it's very small. But that have
There
like
is
hmm?
there is actually a meme that says that no one's in Mexico knows Colima.
Wait, what?
I couldn't hear
I
him.
Memes. ¿Cómo se dice memes? No sé.
memes. They said memes.
What means?
The because no one there's memes that the rest of Mexico doesn't know Colima. They don't know that it exists.
Oh, wait, you're saying meme. Oh, okay, now I get you
Yes,
saying
sorry.
meme, like internet memes. All right, now I get you.
Yes.
Yes, internet memes. Yes, that's a meme from here, and it has like their pros. Like it is very easy to travel. We don't have the problems from the big cities like City of Mexico, Nuevo León. No, yes, Nuevo León and Guadalajara. Monterrey. I was trying to say Monterrey. Monterrey is like a big city in the north, in the state of Nuevo León. Sorry, I was confusing the state and the city. That's good. We can travel. There's a lot of green areas. We have a lot of fruits. We are close to the
Volcan,
ocean. What?
volcan.
Yes, we
Volcano.
have a volcano.
The
Uh,
volcano.
There's,
Oh,
it's like
is
right
that a
outside my
volcano?
window.
what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Whoa, wait, I heard you say you got a volcano.
Two.
Yes, an active volcano.
Wait, and it's active too?
Yes.
What?
One of the few
There's
active.
two, but one is active and the other one not.
We can send you some pictures of the volcano like erupting with all his lava
Yeah,
and,
send me a picture. I
and
didn't know
with
that.
with rains, and it's very spectacular. I think it won some prizes of national prizes of
Oh,
Mexico.
okay.
It's very spectacular, but usually it is just like there. It is very beautiful.
Well, right now it's really nice, especially because like there's like tropical storms going on and really gets everything all green and really nice.
Oh, okay, sounds
It's been
nice.
raining, and it's very good to the weather because we are in summer, and here in summer is very hot. especially from where I live. I live like the coast. They live close to the mountains, and I live right there on the coast. We have how can I say, a port. We have a very big port, one of the most important in Mexico, that it's called the Port of Manzanillo.
Oh, okay. Wait,
And
so
hmm?
wait, since you live by the water, you live by the port. Like, are the wealthy people all by the water? Because here on Long Island, the wealthy people are all by the water.
I think the
Uh,
wealthy. Yes, Christian.
it's very mixed, very mixed. Mm, I'm not sure. There's not really that many wealthy people by the water, right? Unless you go to like certain resorts and whatnot. Aside from that, it's mostly just locals, right?
Yes, like the wealthy people live like in places that they can pay a lot in order to be there. They are close to the sea, to certain places that are very beautiful, but usually they have like all for them. And you can go there, but yes, you can go there too, but like it is easier for them to be there. But I think the wealthy people usually are in the capital. The capital is Colima. The state is Colima, and the capital is Colima. And they usually live there, but they work in the port, so they have to travel like for 1 hour and 20 minutes in order to be there. You know, it is
Oh, okay.
it is it is weird because the rich people usually don't. It is not mandatory to be on the port. There are very poor areas there. It is more about they usually are in the port. Maybe they are like in certain rural areas that they have all the terrains. Maybe they are in the capital, in the part that is beautiful. you know,
Mhm.
it is not in certain way. It's in a lot of places, but like I don't know how to say it. Disperses.
How do you guys get around? Do you have a car?
Mostly, well, I have a motorcycle, but most people just use public transportation, taxis or buses.
I got one more question. Do you have like Uber down there, or do you have like your own version of Uber?
Yeah, there's Uber, but
There are a lot of versions too,
mostly taxis. I
different.
think people just use taxis.
Oh, okay.
But Uber is here, and it is having a lot of the market.
Uber Eats
They
is
are
popular.
Uber Eats, yes.
Yeah, Uber Eats is really common.
I have a question. Do you guys have the option to stay on like campus?
Like
At your
living on the
university?
campus.
Yeah, at your university. Do you have the option to live on
Not
university?
us.
I think
No.
no, living on the campus. No, the campus is just like to study. You know, there I know that there are people and there are certain places that you can live that are from the university, but it is not common. It is weird. It is a
Oh,
small percentage of the people that are here.
Yes, very not common in Mexico.
Have you guys ever visited the US?
No, not me, but I think the others, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Miami and San Diego.
Oh, even to Miami. All right.
Yeah, Boca.
Oh, Boca Raton.
Yes.
Oh, that's a nice area.
Mm-hmm.
So, living in the U.S., I would say traveling wise, it's easier to go to England because over there you don't need a visa. If you're in Mexico, what's like the most easiest place for you to travel to where you just go there and you don't need a visa or a passport?
Paris, maybe.
Yes,
I don't.
the
We
Europe
only
Union.
Oh, so you go to England like really easy?
I don't know. I have never been on England. I think that there's I have an aunt.
Alfredo.
What? Alfredo?
Alfredo. Alfredo fue a London, ¿no?
Yes, Alfredo went to London.
Yes,
Oh, London. Oh,
but
okay.
I have a London. when I studied my first career, and it's very I don't have any problem. I know that Mexico we don't know the visa when we travel to Europe.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys do you visit the touristy areas like Cancun and Cabo and stuff like that? Do you guys find that you guys go to the
Oh, I love
touristy
Cancun.
areas a lot?
Yeah,
Okay,
everyone's welcome there.
true.
I have a friend that lives near Cancun in Yucatan, but I have never visited those places. The more touristic place that I visit in Mexico is Acapulco, but it doesn't have its punch from before. You know, it was more important years before, not right now.
Mm.
Have you visited Mexico?
I've never been to Mexico. We were actually supposed to go. Me and some friends were supposed to go right before like COVID or like right during COVID. So our trip kind of got postponed, and then I was supposed to try to go again on another trip to Mexico in October, but I changed my mind at the last minute and said I wanted to go to Paris, and then because the flights were so good, and then with the new COVID, like the new variant and stuff like that, it just makes it really difficult to travel if you like to travel. It just makes it really difficult. What are you got like what is the in Mexico, what are you guys like what are your restrictions as far as like COVID? Do you guys have to wear masks outside? What are your rules? Are they similar to ours?
From what I know, it's pretty much the same as the US. Masks are mandatory most of the time for any stores or outlets. And you see most people walking around with masks. And as well with the vaccine, most people are vaccinated. Like, so yeah, I think it's the same as the US. Or the US, I don't know, I've heard of like anti-mask and
Oh,
anti-vaccine. Is
yeah,
that
we
true?
got
Is that still going
yeah, we
on?
got those here. Yeah, because I'll be driving. I'll legit see anti-vaxxers protesting outside of the hospital. Like legit outside of the hospital, they be protesting. I'm like, wait, yeah. No, wait, hold on. Someone right next to me. Wait, hold on. Let me turn my camera on. Someone right next to me is trying. So, so I'm right here. This dude's right here stalking. So just give me a minute. Oh shit, Elijah left.
Or just keep it going, I guess.
Wait, hold up. I had to talk to him real quick. So basically, people around here, there's people who don't want to wear the mask anymore. There's people that do it for people's safety. So there's like a little division, right? And so the people who don't want to wear it is like, it's part of my freedom. I'm not wearing the mask. You're trying to control me. I ain't doing it. And then there's other people like, hey, so if you don't wear the mask, you could die. So I'm gonna wear the mask. Like I don't want to wear it, but I'm not gonna risk my chance of dying. That's like how people here view it. And another stereotype is that like the anti-maskers are Trump supporters. That's another stereotype.
Okay.
So it looks like Elijah left. So you got any questions? You can ask me any more questions.
I don't have any.
Oh no, you gotta have some.
Mm,
Well, I
Have
guess.
you been in Mexico?
Oh no, I never even traveled outside the country. Like the
Oh,
most, like in the U.S., I've been to. I'm from New York, so I've been to Maryland. I've been to Florida to go to Disney World. I've been to Pennsylvania. I've been to Philly. I've been upstate New York a little bit. I've been to and that's about it. Just Maryland, Pennsylvania, and upstate New York. That's the most attractive.
But there's plenty of Mexicanos over there, right?
New York
Yeah.
over here, honestly,
Or
it,
maybe like Colombians or I'm not sure.
uh, Colombians, Dominicans, and people from Ecuador. That's what I meet the most. In Salvador, a lot. There's a town here called Brentwood. In that one specific town, there's a lot of people from El Salvador, and I live in Copeg, and that is another Spanish town. I believe most of them from El Salvador. That's like the most of the Spanish that I meet. Like Mexican, I never, I never met any. Most of it's like Colombia, El Salvador, and Dominican. That's the most of that.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So if you want to visit Mexico, you can always. You are always welcome to be here. It's a very nice place that has been. We have troubles like everybody in every place, but it is a beautiful place.
Oh, okay. I got a question for you. So, what are like your stereotypes about Americans? So, like, what's like your stereotypes? Like if I go there, like, oh, yep, I know he's American because he's doing X, Y, and Z. Like, you got any stereotypes of us over there?
Ustedes?
Like stereotypes, like I know he's
Well,
American.
like they're loud
Okay,
and
so
maybe like intrusive or I'm not sure. Like on it over here, like it's like everyone minds their own business, I guess, and I don't know.
oh, okay. So if I go up to you and say, hey, what's up? You be like, yo, you're a weirdo.
Nah, but like I don't know, Americans just like you can tell like
You can tell like that. I hear you.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the stereotype that the Americans thinks that everybody is it is
Or everyone's the
founding.
same. They think like we're all the same, like
Mm,
as in skin tone or maybe religion or anything. Like they just group us together.
Oh, okay, I hear
and
you.
we live in a desert, and we don't live in a desert.
Oh, well, I kind of,
Oh,
Ah,
you sound kind of like
I'm more in
you
the,
trying to.
I'm more rural. Yeah, I'm more in the, yeah.
the rural
Oh,
part
okay.
of yeah,
Well,
right.
actually, I live
Hmm?
in the area where I live. It's well, I like to go to a place called Comala. It's really near the mountains and touristic parts. And over there, most of the tourists go to that area. What's really common that most of the people that come from the US go to that specific area. And most of the sellers and they get really happy when they see Americans because they're like, oh man, these people eat a lot, so they start like
Oh, they know.
getting really happy.
Yeah, over here they still love the Americans, so let them spend their money.
Oh yeah, we be spending the money. Wait, wait,
Yeah.
since you mentioned something about the food, what's the? Oh, she joined back. Well, since you
Hmm?
mentioned the food, what's like the? We can't hear you. You gotta turn the mic on. Hold up.
I'm back. I had a little bit of a connection issue. Sorry, but I'm back.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah, so you jumped in the middle. We're talking about like the stereotypes of Americans in Mexico, but right now he mentioned something about the food, so I want to talk about the portion size. So, like when you guys eat, like is the portion size smaller or bigger compared to the U.S.? Because in the
I,
U.S. we eat a lot.
I mean,
Definitely smaller or not.
I think Mexico is also pretty obese in general. Like,
Yes,
I'm pretty sure it's like more than half or something.
we have a problem with
Maybe
diabetes, obesity.
so. But I don't know, like you mean like KFC portion sizes, like the buckets, or
Oh, okay. I'll give you an example. So, for example, like in the U.S., our breakfast would be like eggs, pancakes, grits, sausage, and like with a biscuit or something. But if you go over like to Europe, they'll be like, yeah, let's just eat like like a crepe, and that's it.
A
So like,
scone and some tea. That's what they'll
Well,
eat, like a scone and some tea.
yeah, like two things. Over here we have like a whole dish with a bunch of sides.
I'm not really sure, but like, as in like, well, like America is more like the breakfast is really like desserts and stuff, like more sweets. But over here it's like more, like, you
Taco
know,
de frijoles.
chilaquiles, frijol, pachuco.
Very spicy and very corn oriented.
It's like food. It's like you're having lunch or maybe dinner, but in the morning, right?
Oh, okay. So it's like dinner
Well,
is
that
like in the morning
well
time.
for me, but there's also like cereal and stuff you just eat, same as in the U.S. But like, yeah, if you're like very like, how do you say like rancho? Like how do you, como piensan eso? Como if you're more
Ranch,
Rural,
ranch
ranch,
farm.
old, if you're more
farm, yes.
old type. But I think we eat like pretty much the same
Oh,
It
okay.
depends of the people and
in
where they
portion.
live. We have a lot of gastronomy here. Like you go to 1 kilometer or something. No, that's very radical. But you. Sorry. I tend to exaggerate things. It's a
Oh
very
yeah, we use
bad.
onions.
But yes, if you go to another state, you have like a whole different gastronomy. You have like options to eat a lot, and everything is very delicious, really
I
here.
mean,
Oh,
like where I live, like people still have like their cows and chickens, and like you just go out in the morning and milk them. But in like the cities, it's the same as the U.S. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
okay. Well, here it's I don't know. Well, here the obesity problem is severe, but it's depending on where you're at. Like I would say the obesity problem in the U.S. that's like mostly a southern thing is where you would see that. Am I wrong, Elijah? Like you would see that like in the South, like the obesity problem is really
That's very true.
so talking about the obesity problem, that's really a southern thing of the U.S. So Georgia, South,
I feel like it's a southern thing or a western thing, but I mean we're fat over here too. Like I mean, like it's like in Texas, like you know everything's bigger and fatter. Like not being
oh
funny,
yeah,
but everything's like extreme portions, extreme food, and that's like their motto. Like everything's bigger in Texas. That's their motto. But I feel like you know, like we're gluttons too. Like on the East Coast, you know what I mean? Like maybe I think because we live on the East Coast, we have more like I don't know, we have more options and everybody wants to look good and you know, so it's not as bad, but
well, I would say is city you won't see that much fat people like because you're walking
that's
around, you
true.
got the trains.
That is
Long
true.
Island, Long Island, I don't know like between Long Island and upstate, I don't know which one would be worse because upstate
Upstate,
you're in the middle of nowhere. Like
upstate is worse.
yeah, like your nearest gym is like 30 minutes away. Here on Long Island,
And do
like
you mostly eat like fast food or like food stands, or is
oh,
that
so
It's
also the
everything.
food.
I mean,
Nah,
food. What's a food stand to you? Like,
like
what's a food
well, like
stand?
over here we have like just tacos and tortas, I guess. Like
So for us,
just a person and their
is that like
own.
a food truck?
Yeah, but they're just like
nah.
parked. There's just a stand there, and people just come. I
I
don't know.
I think he's talking about like in New York City we have like the little food stands. I think he has something like that in Mexico for clarification. I think it's like that.
Oh, because in Long Island, we just like we have like fast food restaurants, and then we have like every now and again you'll see like a random food truck, but we don't have like food stands. That's in the city, I guess, right? Like on the street, like the dirty hot dog,
Yeah, on the street corners. Yeah, exactly.
and they have like the hot nuts, and they have like the dirty hot dogs, and they have like the halal food.
You don't like the food carts. I can already tell.
Oh no, I would never eat off the street. That's disgusting. It's so nasty in the city.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
my
Yeah.
parents also don't want me to to eat because you get sick.
It's nasty. It's like it's no water. Like where do you even wash the? It's just nasty. But anyway, I'm a foodie, and I really personally fine dining. Like I like to go out to restaurants and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the add on to it. So here on Long Island, we have there's a different ways to get your food. So it's mostly food trucks, actual restaurants, fast food restaurants, then stuff like DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's how you get your food.
Hmm.
But I would say, touch on the restaurant part, your nicer restaurants, I would say, actually, I don't know, they're everywhere. Like in Long Island, we have the Hamptons. There's nice restaurants out there, but
Hmm.
from where we live, that's like a 2 hour drive.
Hmm.
In Queens, that'll be closer. That's a 1 hour drive from where we're at. There's nice restaurants over there.
So
My
that's another thing too that I want to say, like, because I don't like Roddy. Is that how you say your name? Roddy.
right there.
Rade. Where do you live in Nassau County or Suffolk?
Oh, I live in Suffolk County. I'm in Copiague. Copiague
So
slash Indian.
so like Queens is an hour for him, but for me, Queens is 15 minutes. For me, the city is like 35 minutes. So we have different even he and I, even though we both live in Long Island, we have different experiences because he lives in Suffolk County and I live in Nassau County. And I found that to me, Nassau County is more it's similar to not to Manhattan, not to the city, but it's similar to like Queens, Rade. Like it's similar to like there's stores on every corner. You know what I mean? Like in Suffolk County, I always feel like I need a car.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like to me, there are like nice restaurants in like Long Island, of course, obviously, right? You can go to the Hamptons and things like that. They're nice restaurants, but I personally like to dine in the boroughs and in the city because it's like elevated to me, like fine dining. You know what I mean? And plus, I don't like to really run into the people that I already know. So it's just like it's good because you get to go like meet all different people. But what I was trying to say was his and our experience. My experience compared to Rada is not the same. It's just he lives probably like 45 minutes, even probably from me. I live in Valley Stream, so you know what I mean.
Oh, you're in Valley
Yeah,
Stream.
yeah.
You're like
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, I'm right. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm 15 minutes from Queens. I'm like 35 minutes from the city. That kind of like I'm more closer to the city, if you will, but I'm not like where they're like the big tall buildings and the fast pace, that type of stuff.
So basically, Valley Stream is just it's kind of it's just more dense. It's not anything too crazy. It's just stuff is closer.
That's true. That's very true. It's just stuff is just like a little bit more close. I feel like in Suffolk County where he lives, there's a lot of land. There's a lot of land. So like people, like their houses fits on more land. And Nassau County, like you could fart and then your neighbor could smell it because like we're so close. It's really like disturbing. It's like you can stretch your arms and your neighbor is right next door. Whereas Suffolk County, they have a little bit more room.
Well, and also being in New York, since this kind of relates to the restaurants, like the nightlife, the clubs. In New York, you can find any club you want. Like if you want like a Nigerian club, you can find that. You want a Spanish club, you can find that. If you want an Indian club, you can find that. Like it's so diverse. You can find like anything you want. And back to the restaurants, like you can get any type of food you want. Like if you want Mexican food, you could definitely find that here. If you want Salvadorian food, you can find that. Like it's such a like food wise, you could be like all around the world, but you're here. I like to add that. Like
Have you tried Mexican food?
Wait, say that
Yeah,
again?
we've had Mexican. He said, "Have you tried Mexican food?" We have Mexican food But we have different like we have Latin food, but we have different, like, obviously we're in New York, we have everything. So we have like Dominican food, we have Puerto Rican, we have Mexican, we have, like, we're fat. We eat a lot over here. We have every choice that you can imagine. Every cuisine in the world that you could think of is here in New York.
The
Oh,
best of every country?
wait, say that again?
The best of every country?
Basically, yeah. And yo, here in New York, like sometimes like they would mix different countries together and they call it fusion. So, and I think they do this in Texas where with the Mexican food, they would fuse it with something else and just call it fusion. Like legit, that's what they would call it. Like here on Long Island, I don't know that Mexican fusion, but they have Asian fusion restaurants where they would just mix different cultures and just create this new thing. And you'd be like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" Like, "Oh, it's Asian fusion." I'm like, "But what's like the other parts of it?" Like, "Oh, we got this from over here, we got this from over there, and this is something completely different new that we created." So you have the best of every culture. And some people, I guess, were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna mix everything all together." I think sound connection issues. She left again.
Same with
Yeah,
our
also Angel.
mate.
Since I have connection issues, how's like the Wi-Fi, the data over
uh, we have like we have Telcel and Movistar, which is like it's like not a monopoly, but you know, like a major part of everyone's life uh, with their with their data and their everything. But I think it's all right. Like if you live in the city, it's pretty stable.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you only have like two providers basically?
No, those are like the most popular that everyone uses. So,
AT&T,
so like AT&T, some new ones coming out, but they have very low like range. There's not a lot
Oh,
of
like low quality. Like
yeah.
you can't be like everywhere and
They don't
you
cover a lot of areas. Yeah,
oh well
but that's
since
it. Oh, go ahead.
well no since like your internet or service providers don't really like cover everything. Are there like parts of like Mexico where people like don't have phones because they can't use them because of the
Uh,
service?
well, yeah, definitely, but I think most, I think like almost like a big majority of every household has like Wi-Fi at least.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm right. I don't know my Angel Angelo.
yes, I think that
What
most of
happened?
Que si todos tienen Wi-Fi en México, que si hay
Uh, well, it depends on the place, but there is a misconception that Mexico is so poor and everybody lives like from the farm
I mean,
and from the narcoticos.
there are poor people. Like there are people that don't have, but like not as big as everyone thinks. Like everyone's migrating to the U.S. because of that or something.
Oh, okay.
Mexico is a place of context. Every time it depends of the place that you are visiting. It is not the same to visit the capital, the state of Mexico, as to visit Chihuahua, that is in the desert close to California and Arizona and all those places. It is not the same as to visit, I don't know, Oaxaca, that is near the jungle and have different problems from the indigenous people, and it is
I,
so different every place here.
yeah, uh,
there
I think
there is
uh,
more wealthy places and less
Mexico
places.
relates to U.S. in that aspect of like there's a lot of wealth like disparity. Like
Uh-huh.
there's different types. Like there's like we have like Angel said, there's different ethnicities here too. It's not just like Mexicans.
Oh,
There's
okay.
also like like our own sort of Indians, like I guess you could say. But I don't know. It's like
Wait,
more in
wait, hold on.
politics. If you want to talk about politics,
Oh no, no, I don't want to. I don't want to get political because I don't know what
Not
you're talking about.
everybody. No one. No. That's a
yeah.
never-ending story.
No politics. Okay.
Yeah, because I could. All you guys probably have a different view, and that would just like disrupt everything.
I
But
think we're the same. Like most college students are like the same thinking. I think.
oh, okay. But wait, I want to touch on the ethnicity. We'll talk about politics in a quick minute. So when you said Indian, did you mean like West Indian, like Caribbean type Indian, or Indian from
No,
Like
India?
Native Americans.
¿Qué, Mario?
¿Cómo se les dice? Native Americans is the word.
Native, like son esos, ¿no? Los como
Sí, los indígenas.
los indígenas. Yeah, the Native Americans too.
Native Americans, well, Native Mexicans. I don't know.
You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
they're
that,
part of California and whatnot, and then they came back.
okay. Because when you start talking about like the Indians, like in America, that can mean like a bunch of different things. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
you,
I understand.
yeah, like you could be talking about Native Americans, you could talk about Indian from India, you could be talking about like the West Indies. And it's like a bunch of different meanings.
Yeah. Over here, it's like when you say Indian, like indígena, like you automatically go to like that one, that
Oh,
one,
because
and they're usually more on the less fortunate economic side of things.
yeah, I can hear you. I can see why it's like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't. Also, here in the U.S., I think the Indian might be saying Indian might be regional because I would say being in the Midwest, where you have like it's like deserts. Some deserts are like clay areas where it's like I wish Elijah was here because she would get what I'm saying.
You mean like the Navajo? Or
Uh, I don't know what that is. So I'm thinking like clay areas like the canyon, like the Indian slash Native
like
Americans. Like
Cherokee? Why are you talking
yeah, yeah,
about those?
Cherokee. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I like the feathers and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you say Indian over there, I would say you'll be thinking like
Yeah.
straight up Cherokee.
No,
But
over here we think like, well, when think of that, I think like darker colored, working, usually working a lot of hours, but not getting paid a lot, and a lot of manual labor. And they also speak a different dialect. And,
oh, okay.
¿qué hablan? Hablan
¿Qué cosa?
los indígenas,
Uh,
¿qué lenguaje?
It depends. There's a lot of there's like Nahuatl.
Nahuatl, there's a lot of
Almost.
dialects that,
Uh,
Oh,
how
okay.
many? Or what?
All right. Yeah. Oh well, Christiana's back, but we can't. Can we hear you, Christiana? Can you say something? Because
Can you hear me?
yeah, we got you.
I had the worst experience, but now that I'm on my laptop, I'm having the best experience.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
Well, shit. Now I don't. Let's go with the dialects. So the dialects is basically, I would say, the dialects in Mexico. Is that like you remixing Spanish and adding like some slang to it? Would that
it's
be?
like, well, like the conquistadors and whatnot, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we speak Spanish because of them.
Yeah.
But before that, there was like their own dialects, a bunch of own Indians, like
Like
that's
Mayas,
Nahuatl,
Olmecas.
Oh yeah, the
whatnot,
maps. Yeah.
all of
Olmec.
that, Olmecs. But those are the dialects that we're talking about. But
Mm-hmm.
our Spanish is like just the plain, like the generic number one that
That's
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
between
So
But
Spanish and certain words of our original
Nice.
our ancestors. I don't know.
or what was it you wanted to talk about?
¿Mande?
Es que,
So,
digo, el español que hablamos es una mezcla entre...
No sé si lo hice, según yo, ¿no?
To me,
¿Qué pasó?
grande, güey.
yo, what's happening? All right,
Nah.
so I have no clue what's happening. So basically, the dialects are basically like the Native American dialect versus a Conquistador dialect. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, they're the lesser known, the minority.
Oh, okay. So did anyone like mix the two to create something new? Is that like
Uh, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's something out there like that, but I think they're just the old dialects that they use. I don't know.
okay? Because over here, there's a bunch of dialects over here, but I'm gonna go over the two easiest to understand. It's dialects by region. You have New York. You have the New York dialect, which is very distinct, and the boroughs. They each have their own dialect, which honestly, I'm from Long Island, so I can't tell the difference between like each of the boroughs. But since I am from the north part of the U.S., there's definitely a dialect between the north and the south part.
No, no, wait. By dialect, do you mean like accent or something?
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah, the accent, and sometimes there's like a little bit of words that we.
Well, when we meant dialect, we meant like another language, another
oh
No,
tongue.
he
another
means
language.
accent.
Oh yeah, then we're
Yeah, we
talking
met
about
like a native language.
He just means accent. He doesn't
oh
mean like there's not like two different ways of speaking. Like
When we say dialect,
well
we mean like another language. That's what we meant.
well well wait, but there kind of is two different ways of speaking though.
no,
'Cause
but it's all English.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, the
okay,
way
yeah.
we might say something is different than the way a Southerner might say something, but it's still English.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
might
Mm.
say like, "What do you mean by that?" You know, but we're all like speaking English.
yeah.
What you're
Same as
saying is you're speaking your ancestors were Native American.
us.
Yes, is that what
No,
you were
no.
saying?
Well, we meant like we're speaking Spanish. That's like the common language, but there's also other languages that the minority uses.
Because when you say the Mayans, I thought you were speaking like of like Native American roots.
Yeah. That's what we meant.
Okay,
But they're
okay.
complete. They're like way different languages. They're like
Yeah,
they
yeah. I
don't.
mean, we even have Radak can explain too. We even have like native reserves and stuff like that on the islands.
Yeah, over here too. There's like the government gives certain parts, certain housing and stuff to the Indians.
Yeah, that's very true. And they're very I want to say like more of a sacred, to they kind of do their own thing.
Oh yeah, we ain't supposed to be over there. Like when I go to the reservations, they be all staring at you, be like,
They
"Yo,
do. But they
what
will let you buy the cigarettes.
oh yeah, they be nice, like, hey, buy our stuff, but it's
The
still like,
casinos,
wait, say that again?
the casinos, don't they have
Yeah,
casinos?
yeah, the casinos, yeah, they be like, yo, spend money here, buy our cigarettes, but this is a reservation. What are you doing here? Because
Yeah.
I can understand that being like, the land basically got stolen, so it's them still being territorial. Like, listen, this is the last of the things that we got. Are you here to steal our land again? I
Yeah,
think it'd be something like that. I'm like,
yeah.
I can understand you being a little bit territorial.
Over here, that there's not that though. It's like they have their own place, but like anyone can kind of go through, I guess.
No,
Oh,
they're really like private people. But they'll let you like I think Rada was saying too, like they'll let you spend your money with them. But that is where it ends.
No, over here, like where I live, it's like a pueblo, a small pueblo, like how do you say it?
Town?
Like a town? Like
Uh-huh.
it
Town,
is
yes.
a town, but it's and there's also Indians that live in certain areas, like close to where I live too, and there's a market that goes on. Uh, Tianguis, how, ¿cómo se dice
Yeah, I
tianguis?
think that it's a very Mexican word,
Like a
tianguis.
flea market that goes on,
oh, okay.
and that's when they come out and like I hear them speaking their own dialect and whatnot. But yeah, that's
Wait,
pretty much.
To be honest, can you kind of understand the dialect, or is like kind of completely foreign? Like, can you
Very,
like?
Certain words,
it's
just
very
like
different
that,
from Spanish,
Oh, okay.
is
but
their own thing.
it's very fast paced. I say dialect because that's like that's how they taught us that you're supposed to say it.
It's
Like
another language, but we say dialect because of our
that's
background.
that's how they teach us to say it's a
Yes,
dialect.
but it is a whole language.
It's a whole
Oh,
different tongue than
At what age are you guys required to learn English?
since
They
uh,
taught us since the beginning
like kinder.
of our school. Yes.
oh, since the
Elementary school.
beginning. Oh, okay.
Well,
Because
they
Yes,
like
but
like
there's not a lot of people that really
no
continues or they are like interested in learning English. They just want to pass the
It's
subject.
mandatory, but not a lot of people
yes.
take it seriously.
Technical, the school says that we learn English. In
uh
reality, we
Yeah,
didn't.
like
Oh,
no,
okay.
I mean
I
no,
know
that's
that we teach
Rada,
them.
that's
They
the same
know.
thing for us because when we're in elementary, it starts
Yes.
at about like what is it, seventh grade or sixth grade.
Yeah,
They
middle school.
when we're about 12, they tell us to pick a second language. We get to pick which language we want, which is usually like Spanish or
French.
French, or depending on where you live. Sometime like in my school district, they offer so weird. They offer Mandarin, and then other school districts they
Uh,
might offer like sign language. But the main two is usually like Spanish or French, and you know it's required that we take a second language. But I agree, like a lot of people don't really take it seriously because you just take it just enough to pass
Yeah, that's true. They just take
versus
it to pass.
versus learning it, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean the U.S. and Mexico is pretty similar in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
Usually, if you want to learn any different language, you have to learn it from another place other than the school.
Oh, if you want to get serious with English or another language, like you gotta go to a private school, private academy, whatever. That's
Oh, yo, I'm glad you mentioned that. What are the private schools like?
I've never been to one. I don't know. Ustedes?
It
They are
depends.
expensive.
Oh well, yeah,
Ivan?
they're only for like the
For the
elite,
wealthy
I
people.
guess the elite. You
Oh,
can
the elite?
What's been a private school? Alfredo?
Wait,
Alfredo?
you say you've been? Wait, hold up. You say you've been to private school?
No, Alfredo think has been in a private school.
I've been in a private school, but it's different from your private school. It is not that expensive.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Uh,
Because
Can I ask a question? This is like this may be just me. I noticed that on the screen. Do you guys put your last name first and then your first name like how? Because
no,
Christian,
that's
Angel, and Alberto.
yes, that's because of the university, but usually is the first name and then the last name.
Oh, okay. Because I was like when I was looking at the spreadsheet that we received from our professor, I was like, who are these people? This is not Christian. Where's Angel? And then I was like, oh, they're all going by their last name. Silly me.
That's
Okay.
just
It's like a more formal
Yes,
way to write our names.
And,
yes,
and and I have another question too. Do you use your mom and your dad's last name?
yes. Oh, the
yeah.
both. Usually,
Oh,
like you are presenting yourself. Oh, maybe just your last father's name.
and second
But
name if you have one.
our name is the whole name. My name is Angel Alejandro Castro Garcia.
So what? Wait. So is Castro your mother's last name or your father's last name?
Castro is my father's name, and Garcia is my mother's last name. Yes.
So does that mean that the mother's last name is dominant?
No, no, no. The father's name is the dominant.
So then that means when your teacher calls your name, he'll say Mr. Castro.
Yeah.
Yes, but if he can say Mr. Garcia, he can. I don't
Oh,
mind. I like my
whatever.
names.
wait, hold on. Now I got wait. Cristiano, are you done? Because I got a question about the
No,
names.
go ahead.
All right, so since you have both your mother and your father's last name, would it
Yes.
be disrespectful to just call you by like one of your parents' last name, not like and not say the other, or it's not
No,
that serious?
no,
No
no, no.
I
disrespect.
think that most people
Says the fathers.
don't use the last name to. It's not common to someone call you. I don't know. In my case, Mr. Delgado. I don't know.
Yes, it
They they
depends.
they they call
Just
you like
name,
for your first
First
name.
name.
your
Yeah,
given name.
Ivan or Dario. It's not
Even
like
when they're being formal, like if your principal or whatever, you're a doctor that doesn't know you, he would just walk up to you and just say, "Hey, Enrique," like he wouldn't call you by your last name.
no, it's not
No.
no Ivan or Dario. It's not that common using the last name.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, yes. It is just for very, very formal things, and it depends of people. For example, I know that it is whatever they wanted to call you. I have a friend that his name was Paulo, Luis Paulo, yes.
Paula.
But everybody, everybody says, "Oh, hello, Gaviño," because Gaviño was his last name. Everybody know him like Gaviño
Hmm.
instead of Luis Paulo. It depends of what everybody wants to talk to you. I know that people that they say just the last name, the name. It depends. You can choose.
One important thing I think about Mexico is nicknames are like pretty common. Like
Yes.
I think that's
Oh,
super big here. Nicknames.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, same here.
I think nicknames are big here, but for me personally, like you guys would never call me my nickname. I mean, unless we had like a friendship, I
Uh-huh.
would like you to call me Christiana. And then like people that like know me that are like my real friends and family, they don't call me Christiana.
Yes.
And over here, it's like if you have a nickname, you're stuck with it. Like
For example, Christian is Chris. Everybody knows him as Chris,
Right,
not
right,
Christian.
right.
Yeah, but also over here, like the street cats, they have like a whole different nickname. Like
Yeah.
instead of Cristiano being just Chris, Cristiano would be like, I don't know, like pudding or muffin or something like that, or
Whatever
like
nickname they gave you, like it'll be like C Money. C
same
Dinero.
here. We
I
have
have
It'll
a
be
like
whatever name the streets have given
I
you.
have a cousin that his nickname is El Pollo. That it's
El
the
Pollo.
chicken.
yeah, that's our nicknames like ranch,
Wait, hold
¿Qué
like,
on.
onda, pollo?
like farm
Ranch
animals.
is chicken. What the hell?
Like ¿qué onda? Like I don't know. There's a bunch of nicknames like Cholo sin barrio.
What's Cholo mean?
Cholo,
Cholo.
it's a Nahual's word. I
It's
think that it's
No,
referring
no, no.
like a
I think
perro.
that he refers to the hood cholos or
what is
Yeah,
something.
a
No,
yeah.
Cholo?
No, or what?
No,
Like
sí,
people
sí.
that belong to
Yeah.
a gang, people
Cholo
that
the
belong
hood
to a
cat.
gang.
Same
What?
as you were saying, like the hood cats, like over here,
Oh,
same thing. Like that's like, but that's also like in the workplace, that's also pretty common. Like those like type of hood cat nicknames.
Whoa, wait, so the hood cats be working?
Yeah,
So
like
so
What?
so no
like
no no no. So wait, so so the hood cats in Mexico are the gangsters, right?
no. I mean, that's
he
just
means
how
street.
people.
He means
That,
street people.
Yeah,
Street
yeah.
like the street
yeah,
gang.
yeah. That's just how people act or people
So
Yes. Del
like
barrio.
what I'm saying
yeah.
is no. What I'm saying is like I could be like in the doctor's office, and my doctor are the street cats.
Maybe if you like, or maybe a colleague of his like comes up and he's like, "Órale, pinche," and whatever his nickname is.
What
No,
You
does
know,
no.
P?
I'm
What does
right. I'm
PJ
right.
mean? What does that mean?
Like it's like what's up, you?
Oh, well, it's derogatory.
Is
Yeah,
it a
It's a it,
Oh, it's a derogatory name. Oh,
Nah, because I would say
no,
here.
it's like it's like
Piche like
like
fucking.
from your
We use it to
childhood,
everything.
like from your
is it?
childhood.
Is it like? Is it like? What's up, bro?
Yeah,
Yes, but it's more like grosero, nasty.
It's more,
That
yeah,
word.
it's more,
It is like a bad word, but you say it not in the sense to
like,
offend
Of,
we're,
of the
specific
like,
bad
people.
word, yes.
Oh, so
we're
you
more
say it.
used to
You
it.
basically say it the way we say bitch. Like sometimes we say
Yeah,
Yes.
Maybe,
Yes.
yeah,
hey
yeah,
bitch.
something like that.
Right,
But
right, right. Okay.
more acceptable. Like if you say it, like no
¿Qué
one's gonna
onda,
turn
pinche
around.
Iván?
No one's like gonna notice. It's normal.
In the
uh,
context,
Okay,
depending on
that
the
makes sense.
context. Everything is context.
But yeah, I guess context, like
No,
maybe.
that's the same thing for us too. I think that we're really similar in that way because, you know, Radak calling me a bitch, saying "hey bitch"
right there.
versus my girlfriend saying "hey bitch" is totally different.
We are we are very
Totally
bad
different.
people. For example, you can say, "Oh, él es el gordo." It's the fat.
Oh,
It's the
gordo. That's the nickname.
Call,
Fat,
call him
fat.
el
fat.
gordo Juan. The
That's a
fat
nickname.
the fat
Oh,
Juan.
fat one. Yo, that's funny. Oh man.
Yes.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of.
But yeah, so my original question about like the hood cats working, my thing is, in the U.S., like if you work in corporate America, if you go high up, like you can't be like doing the hood stuff anymore. Like you gotta assimilate into the culture of the company.
I
Like
think,
you can't be calling people bitches. You can't be saying that because you'll get fired. And
yeah,
HR will
same
get
here, but like in private or maybe not even
Yes.
like just as long as there's no cameras or whatnot. I mean, it just goes on. I mean,
It's on the paper.
no?
Yes, yes. Usually
Maybe
it's
even like
just on the
our
paper.
president or whatever, like even goes like that. Even
Oh,
So,
okay.
okay, I have a question for everybody that's in Mexico. So, what are your goals after you finish with college? So, what are you going to school for?
I don't know.
open up a business
Maybe
and
yes.
well, like the government comes and gives us lots of like they try and talk us into opening our own businesses and making like giving jobs to
Reactivating the economy.
like helping our own economy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a big push, but they don't really help us. They just tell us to figure it out on our own. So I mean, that's one of my goals, I guess. Like maybe open up some sort of business.
Do you get any type of like stipend from the government or assistance with doing that?
Oh, it's all about yourself?
So they just come and tell you what to do, but then don't help you do it?
The government, like, it's like
Yo,
so bad. Like,
that makes no sense. So the government be like, yo, so when you're done with school,
there's
you gotta open up this business, but we ain't gonna help you do it, but you still
Right.
gotta do it.
yeah, they tell us there's no more jobs. There's no jobs in the government. Like, if you're looking for a job, you're gonna have to make your own path. That's what they're telling us to, and I'm pretty sure there's no support whatsoever. There are protests though. There are protests that go on. I remember there was one like maybe a month ago for teachers and workers alike to like have better pay and whatnot and stuff like that.
Can I be honest with you? My misconception about like Mexico is by the news. So you'll always see like drug cartel and it just looks like, random people walking down the street getting
Well,
kidnapped.
that is
Um,
it's a big part of what Mexico is. Like that's just the truth of it. Like I mean, my neighbors. I'm like an example. My neighbors, next door neighbors, are police officers, federal police officers, and my front door neighbors are in the cartel,
Yo,
and
yo,
nothing
wait,
goes on between them. Like
you can't wait, hold on. We gotta unpack that. So 12, wait, okay, so the slang here for 12 is the police. So you got 12 right next to you.
can
On the
we
other
not
side,
talk slang because I know this is being recorded? Say the police.
the
oh,
police
okay, so
officers are living next door to me. They rent like these like small apartments are they're next door, and I'm pretty sure they're just doing their normal job and whatnot. But in front of us, in front the house in front is also known for being involved in the cartel, drug dealing.
But
And
do the cops know that they're
I'm pretty sure everyone knows.
yeah, I think they know that they're
Yeah,
legit right next
The
to
most
you.
and
local ones.
But
there's also,
there's a lot of corruption
It's a
here, so
transaction.
I mean,
um,
me, because
there's
I'm in my small town, like everyone knows what's up, but
Yeah.
I can talk more, but I mean, it's true. It's just true. Like what you see in the news, it's true, but it's not everything about what goes on here. Like,
Alright,
It depends on the area.
hard,
Um,
it's hard to like defend, but
alright. Well, I just got one question about the cartel. So, would the cartel basically be like the people's police, or they're just like their own thing?
no, no. From in my area, they're not whatsoever the police. They're violence. You know, they're
Oh, so
not good or whatever. But in certain areas, like Chihuahua, I'm not sure where else. Like maybe Sonora, they're more like the authority there. But here they're just criminals. Like they just shoot whatever. Just it's not good. Yeah.
oh,
But
okay.
I
Okay.
feel
pretty
I see what you're
common.
saying. All right, Iván, ¿qué querías decir?
Oh, that violence is pretty common here. I once I saw like a human person like chop and put it in a bag of a trash bag and live in the road, and that thing is like okay.
Iván, no tanto, ¿no?
Wait, hold on. You gotta be careful. It's being recorded, so you gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
but
Ivan.
I,
But,
I think what Ivan's trying to say is it's true, it happens, we see
Yeah.
it happen,
yeah,
but
I came
most,
back. Sorry, I was having problems. What did you
Hey,
say?
Angel.
estamos hablando del
Hello.
cartel, de la crema.
¿Cuál crema?
No te creas. We're talking about,
Ah,
we're talking
pues, la
about,
verdad, sí se maneja acá.
we're talking about, el crimen de los
Ah, the
carteles.
crime. Yes, yes, los narcos and.
Ay,
So there's,
I'm just like, so does that mean that you guys kind of constantly walk around in fear?
I mean, I know them. I'm like
Depends the day.
depends on
we
the day.
in my case, like I guess I don't want to say I'm friend. I'm like acquainted with them
Right,
because
like they
from
know who you
school,
are.
like
They
they're
probably grew up watching you.
I grew up with them, maybe
Yeah.
like so I know them, but you don't want to really get that close with them.
if you
Oh,
don't bother them, they won't.
They won't bother you.
Bother you.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
depending,
okay.
because the bad people always do bad things, even if you are good. But it depends
Yeah,
of the association,
it depends.
the guy. Yes.
Like even if you're friendly, like you don't know what might happen.
There
Yeah.
Oh,
are
yeah.
more dangerous places in Mexico.
I
It
mean,
depends.
in the city, uh, I mean, my teammates here, like they live in the city, so they might not be affected that much. But
Mm.
here, in my small town, it's like more common. Like,
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so,
Yes. Long
but
ago, we were like the how can I say the busiest place in Mexico, but the people from other states that they were more dangerous and they were more having problems with narcos and those bad associations. Like they were like hiding and trying to get out of there, so they
Yeah.
come here. But there are also the bad people came here, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of corruption going on in
Yes.
Right,
uh,
right.
in our daily lives.
Yeah, and I think that, for example, here, um, the kind of like like problems that I don't know how to say it, like they mostly the drug cartels have problems between them, and
Uh-huh.
for example, and the society doesn't really get that affected, but in other places like Tijuana or close
Jalisco,
to the border,
Mm-hmm.
like they used to kidnap like the how immigrantes, like the immigrants,
Uh-huh.
and hire them to work for the cartels and stuff like that. And
For
here, I think
ransom?
that what
You said they would take the people crossing the border for ransom,
from
for money. Like
For
why would
money.
they take them?
For work.
yeah,
Oh no,
they
to make
they
them work.
hire that people to work for the cartel and like
Oh, oh,
forced
oh, oh, I
forced they're
understand.
forced to work there. And there's
Uh,
something like that doesn't happen here. Like there's more like for La Plaza. I don't know how to say it.
damn.
The center of the town.
Oh, the
Okay.
center. Okay.
You could say like more in our area, it's more tame. Like
It's more quiet. But I'm
it's
just confused by it because when you say that by the border, for example, they would kidnap
And
people,
mhm.
you mean like how would they know which one to kidnap? Like I'm just so curious. Like would they kidnap just anybody or do they have a
Ángel, tu micrófono.
Tu micrófono,
sorry,
Ángel.
I'm so
Can you
sorry.
repeat again?
I said, like, when you said that they would kidnap, like, an immigrant, for example, like crossing the border, right? How would they know which one to kid? Like, that is the part that baffles me. Like, how do you know which one to kidnap?
I don't know.
We don't
How they
know.
select? How they select who to kidnap?
Yeah, like they just select anybody and say, "I'm just gonna kidnap you."
Like I
If
think
you are
that
rich,
they focus on the people that live on the streets. Like they don't have like food or money, so they know that they will have to work or
Oh,
They take
they will have
take
like a
advantage
better
of
life and
people
something like that.
that are in certain situations that they can't afford to live pretty much, and they have to be forced in the cartel.
okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of aspects that go around the
There is
cartel.
actually a documentary that tell the story of the families of the people that go and work for that they're kidnapped from the drug cartels and basically they end up dying.
There's a lot of like shows that portray what's going on, but I think most of them focus on like older stuff, like El Chapo and stuff like that. And that's kind of old news, you could say.
Huh?
And like the newer stuff it's the same, but I don't know how to say it.
I get you. I get you. You got like the technology behind them, so you got like the drones or.
No. I mean, uh, like they cover areas that like I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, yeah. This is being recorded, so I know you gotta be careful. I know you gotta be careful. Let's just say it's different. Fuck it. Let's just say it's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, the government and cartel is pretty intertwined.
Oh, so the cartel infiltrated the government pretty much.
It's like I don't know about infiltrated, but they just work with them. They just
So
like they turn a blind eye. They maybe like collect whatever they make. I mean, it's a big part of Mexico's economy. So
would you say, I know it's being recorded, so we gotta be careful, but would you say that the cartel would technically kind of be like a subcontractor?
I
Like they're
I,
under
I think like uh, I mean
like
I don't know how the money exactly goes into the government or like if it even I don't know whose pockets it goes into and whatnot, but it does. I mean, I don't know what my teammates think, but I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Let's
I'm
let,
pretty sure
let
it
yeah, let's
goes.
let your teammates get at
Not
it.
the government. It's more like politicians, certain people that are corrupt. I don't
Oh,
know if
okay.
I get my point.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, over here, the corruption with the crime, there's definitely corruption here. With the crime, the cartels, I would say, wait, do you have like business level cartels where they're like strictly about business? Like, do it have like the laundromats? or like had the corner
Oh,
store.
you mean like money laundering?
Yeah, the money guys. Yeah, like the money.
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure how. I don't know honestly. I don't know what they.
Because here we definitely got the money, bro. There is like the crime where like I want to get at this person. There's the crime where like we're all about the money, and then there's like the crime where it's like it's intertwined. Like it's kind of weird. So
Do you mean crime as in like cartel or like your own?
honestly, it's here. It's both. It's like what do you mean by cartel? I mean like organization, or you mean
Like yeah, like Mexico strictly speaking.
wait? What do you like? Wait, no.
A cartel is like a mafia.
I mean cartel as a Mexican cartel.
Oh no! Like a group of people, like a group of people.
Your own over there. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, here it's Italians here. To be honest,
Oh, okay.
that's
Still?
like well, there's other groups, but we're known for the Italians.
I thought that was only in the movies.
Oh nah, it's real life. It's real life. There's different groups, but we're known for the Italians. They they got their stores. They do their thing. I don't know about any street level stuff. I think they're strictly about the money at this point. Like the street level stuff is probably like the 90s where New York City is crazy. You could get wherever you want. People were dying. The police were not good. And then it got cleaned up. And now, like in this era, I think it's strictly about the money. And if something happens to someone, it's probably because they messed up. Like let's say someone like lost like 20 grand. Like, oh, okay, you're gone. It's gonna be something like that. It's like
Over here, it's like, I mean, I've had like relatives from the US
yeah,
visit, and they say like they see Mexico and they're like they think it's like in the past. Mexico's like still in the past with certain stuff.
like
Like like an example would be like some dude's haircut. Like
yeah.
he's like straight out of the 90s, and it's that's one part of Mexico. Like
I'm sorry. Can you guys excuse me for a sec?
Oh yeah, we got you.
Of
yeah.
course.
So you're talking about the trends, right? Like fashion, haircut, stuff like
No,
that.
yeah, but that was like an example. But also, like, I'm pretty sure the cartel. I mean, the war with the cartel is like over, right? With our
Yeah.
president, he said it's over,
Yeah.
but it's still going on, and like, they're still like using the same methods from like old times.
Oh,
So
so they're not changing anything up. They're not doing anything new.
I'm
It's still like
pretty sure they're changing it up, like in whatever ways they do, but they're still doing the same old stuff. Like no one stops them. No one's gonna stop them.
no one's. Damn, that's crazy. But that's them being stuck in the past. Like, so wait, so you have relatives that visit the U.S. Wait, did they visit the U.S. or did they live in the U.S.?
They live in the U.S.
And they would come back to visit, and they'd be like, "Yo, you're stuck in the past."
No, like they live in the U.S. and they visit, and yeah, they just tell me what they see.
So they're when they say stuck in the past, is that like oh okay, so when they say you're stuck in the past, is that like a general thing, or they legit are talking about every aspect,
No, I mean like maybe some parts of Mexico, it's like you feel like you took like you're in the past like 10 years back or something.
because
Like the trucks, like same with the truck. Same thing. Another example that you told me, like the trucks that we use, we use them. We keep using them like for years. Like Coca-Cola trucks that have been working like since I don't know, like 80s or maybe 70s, something like that.
yeah.
So you know what ustedes dicen?
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes,
Like very, I don't know. It's like resourceful, but like I don't know. It that's just how it is.
Do you have like a culture of like getting the best new thing? Because over here, I would say in every aspect of American culture, it's always like we're gonna get the next new thing. Like the phones, we upgrade our phones like every single year if we can. Like for me, like I have Sprint, right? So the phone that I'm using right now to talk to you, it's a lease. So I would make payments on the phone, and eventually I would own the phone. But here's the thing: after 6 months after I first get the phone, I could trade it in to get a new phone, and that's like every single person that's under 30 is doing that, getting new phones every year, and that's like the culture. So it translate even translating to the car,
Ángel, tu
right?
micrófono.
Sorry,
Huh?
sorry. No, no. Perdón.
Uh, okay. Even translating to like cars, right? So people would buy their cars, drive it until a couple miles, like until a couple thousand miles, and get a new one. So in your culture, like,
I,
do you have a
I, I get what you mean. Like, I think, like in certain areas, I guess, like if there's money, I mean, they're going to upgrade, right? They're more a better phone, a better car, bigger house, whatever. But the majority of people, I think,
Can afford that, so
yeah,
maybe
just
they want to, but they can afford it. So
yeah. So
maybe you guys do it because you can afford it, but there's a lot of people here that maybe they want to, but they just can't.
so when you say our culture is like stuck in the past, like if you're asking if it is, I guess you would say like yes, but like it's not by choice. Like they just like if you got a truck, like you're gonna use that truck like till
Oh, okay.
like
No,
they
no.
keep fixing it up and whatnot and using it for work like till it straight breaks down.
Yes, yeah, but there's a lot of people that can afford it also. So
Yeah,
definitely it depends when the people that has the money. And maybe because, for example, I have a cousin that born in America, but his whole life lived here in Colima.
Oh, okay.
And a few years ago, he moved to Tijuana, and he started working in United States.
Uh-huh.
And when he was working here, he was earning like 1,000 pesos a week. I don't know how much is that in US dollar. Do you know, Chris?
like a
Thou-
thousand pesos a week,
Yes,
it's like
1,000 pesos.
$50, no, or $40.
Yeah,
40
something
bucks?
like that a week.
What?
So when
Yo.
he can even afford, he can afford nothing. And when he moved to Tijuana and start working in United States, he bought a house, a car, and he basically lives like a like a
Like a king.
clase media, like I don't know how to
Middle
say it,
class, middle class.
like middle class people.
I
Oh,
think the closer you are to the border, like the more like Western, like US you get, I think. Sino?
oh, okay. Okay.
Yes,
Como was it Tijuana or maybe Chihuahuas? They're like more
Monterrey.
like they might even speak better English, like stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Wait,
But
so what does your friend do for a living though? That he's middle class in America.
middle class in America or middle class in Mexico,
Oh,
Ivan?
oh, no, no. So,
No, middle class in Mexico.
no, but what
And
was he doing? Was he a mechanic?
he was
Or,
working on a car wash, I think. Yes.
wait, a car wash in Mexico or in America?
No, in America, in San Diego.
Wait, if he's working a car, I'm so confused. Wait. So he's working a car wash. He has
Yes.
a he has a
People
house.
are poor here, okay?
Wait, because I'm saying it. Wait, but a car wash doesn't make you okay.
Like
Now I'm confused about the differences because a car wash here wouldn't make if you're middle class here with a car. No, you gotta be lower middle class if you're working on like you. Fuck. Oh my god, that just blew my mind. Wait.
Ivan, I'm gonna
Yes.
interpret what Ivan's trying to say. He
Okay.
works in the US and then he moved back over
He,
here.
Yeah,
Okay.
he lives
and
here
he's and he's
in
living
Mexico,
it, and he's living
Tijuana.
it.
Oh, so he's currently in Mexico.
Yeah,
Okay.
he lives in Tijuana. He every day cross the border and go to work to San Diego, but he lives here. So he bought his car and his house here in Mexico. That is cheaper.
If your salary is like American and you're earning dollars, I mean, living in Mexico, it's like easy, straight. Like the goods, like everything's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper,
Wait,
so that's why
So
you
like
can.
he's
wait.
like middle, like over there, like just working a car wash.
Yeah.
What class would he be? Would he be,
Honestly,
or he wouldn't even have, or
to be honest with you, if you're working at a car wash, well, to answer that question, I'd have to fill you in some information. So here in the U.S., working at a car wash, you were probably making minimum wage. And here's the thing: your friend said San Diego, which is in California. California is one of the most expensive places to live, and in America in general, working at a place like at a car wash, you can't even afford an apartment to live at if you're working at a car wash. So when he said that he was middle class, and he's working at a car wash, I was mad confused. Like, that wouldn't even get you a place to stay. So back to your original question. So being in America, working at a car wash, that would be that would be like your first job as like an 18-year-old. Like you're in high school, you're working, you need some money. Like I don't think that would make you like maybe lower class. Like you definitely won't be middle class. You can't support a family with that here.
I mean, same here. Like like high school is like the most, like most people just finish high school and that's it. Like they go straight to like helping their parents with whatever they do, like a day job or like labor. So I think that's common here. So yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think I answered your question. So and I'll make it simple because I ramble a lot. So in the U.S., the car wash would be like a high schooler doing it. But since your friend's going to California, he's bringing the money back. I think the money conversion is where he's getting the money at. He's not getting
Yeah.
it from the U.S. It's converting it back into pesos.
Yeah.
I think that's how he's living so well. It's the
Yeah.
conversion. So my question to you is: do you know how much like a dollar would be equal to a peso?
$1 is like right now. I'm not sure if it's
19,
19 or 20.
yeah, like a 19 or 20.
One
So
dollar is 20 pesos. Let's
so
say
$1 and 20 pesos. What
20
can I buy?
pesos. 20 pesos can buy you like lunch, right? Like
Mm,
unos tacos, unos tuxpeños, o no? Sí o no?
yeah, maybe I order.
It can get
I knew that there is a place where you can buy 8 tacos for
no, pero yo digo,
or what?
I'm saying like confiable, like
Okay, okay.
they trust. You
Okay,
you can get a lot for for a buck.
okay. So basically, for like 20 pesos, I can have a meal basically,
Uh,
or more
maybe
than
close to a meal, I guess. Like
Maybe
yeah,
with $2 you
two
can.
dollars definitely $2.
okay, definitely $2. Oh damn! Cause all right. Now I can see why it's conversion. Cause
And like
if we
and with property, like in certain areas, like I guess it's like super cheap, but in others, like not so much. So same deal there.
Because honestly, I'm gonna do the conversion right now on my phone. So if he if he makes because we're gonna car wash, he works a lot. He can make $1,000 a week. If you're saying $1 is equal to 20 pesos, if he
Yeah,
works
he
his
makes
ass off there, he
makes a
can get like
yeah.
oh that's it. Oh
Oh,
so he's
what
bringing
what what was your question?
wait. Let me do the conversion because if he's
He's
making
doing the conversion.
1,000 pesos.
wait no I thought wait 1,000
He means $1,000 a week. That
Oh, so you're talking about dollars.
he's
Okay.
doing the conversion $1,000 a week to Mexican pesos,
That's
Yeah, yeah.
like 10K?
and that's a lot. That's yeah.
Or
A
maybe
lot.
like 11K, something like that? I'm not sure.
Now, wait, if $1 is equal to 20 pesos, if he's
Yeah.
making $1,000 a week in American currency and Mexican
20,000.
currency, that's probably like 20,000 pesos a week.
How much?
No, probably like 20,000 pesos,
Yeah.
but uh,
I got it. I got the conversion here.
A week?
yeah, listen,
Yes.
that conversion brings the money,
Yeah,
man.
20,000 pesos.
Imagine that he was like earning like $40 a week
And
here.
here,
Yeah.
in my small town, there's there's caña, sugar cane. That's people cut. They cut the sugar cane
Yeah.
and they put bundles and they take it and to manufacture and whatnot. And that labor is like,
Yeah.
pretty sure it's like 10 pesos for a stack, for just a
So,
stack. So
for
in a day, they might make like maybe 100 pesos.
okay, now I can see why. So wait, so with 20,000 pesos, I'm pretty sure that
That's a
you could get
lot.
that. So there are 20,000 pesos. Does that make you middle class or upper class?
It's like middle,
20,000 pesos a week. That's
maybe upper,
like yeah, maybe upper like
maybe upper. Yeah,
60,000 pesos a week. That's a stupid amount of money.
Could
I'm telling you, like the jobs here, no good
May-
pay.
Maybe a maybe a doctor could
That's like
earn that not a month. Like if you convert like the what he
oh,
earned a week to a month, that's like the same amount that doctor will earn. It's like maybe they want the same amount of money,
yeah.
and there is doctors that even earn less than that.
Doctors? So
Yes.
well, so so the conversion the guy that works at the car wash, he makes more than doctors in Mexico?
Yeah, maybe.
some doctors. Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy because
there's a lot of private clinics here in Mexico, like in general. So maybe not more than them, but like public places, hospitals, definitely he probably makes more than them.
because 20,000 pesos a week, that's 80,000 pesos a month. I know with that much money, he pretty much bought his house. Because here in the US, most people can't buy their houses. What they do is they get a loan and they pay that off for 30 years. That's most people's plans.
Yeah,
So,
and that's why when the Americans come to Mexico, it's so cheap. And in Tijuana, where he lives, everything is a lot more expensive than here in Colima. So if he lives like that there, I can't imagine how he will live here because it is considerably more expensive Tijuana than Colima.
okay, so there's a price difference.
Yes.
All right. Well, I got one more question about the house. So, I do a little bit of research about the world. So, in London, right, most people, or like in Europe, most people don't own their houses. Like, rich people own everything, so they're forced to rent. So, you can't own anything. In the US, you can pretty much own wherever you want. You want to buy a car, you can own it. You get a house, you can own it. So, in Mexico, do rich people own everything you're forced to rent, or you could buy property and own it?
You buy property, but there's also a lot of like they don't have the funds to do it, so they rent out to someone else. But I think a lot of people just build their own house and whatnot.
So, wait. So do they have the skill to build a house, or do they pay?
That's something common here, like albañil, you know, like
Yes.
albañil is pretty much like a construction worker dude, people that they have like no, they're like dropouts from maybe like they didn't want to study, so they decided to just work in construction, and that's what they do. They build houses for people.
Okay, okay. To be honest,
That's common.
okay. To be honest with you, if you if you decide, wait, what year are you in college?
We're in our seventh semester, so the last year, third year.
Okay, last year. Okay, to be honest with you, in the U.S., I would say the working class versus the people like us who go to school, they can make the same amount of money. The thing is, the people who go to school, where they get messed up is some of them take out student loans. The working class get messed up is that it takes time to build their skill, so they're not held back by the loans, but they need to work and get the skill. So if you build houses in Mexico, I'm not saying you personally, but people who do it, if they go to America, they make more money easily.
Maybe, yeah, I think you're right. I've also heard like maybe some of them becoming like architects. I don't know if también ustedes han escuchado,
Uh,
como el albañil arquitecto. ¿No han escuchado?
¿Qué?
Arquitecto,
Ah,
como
yes, yes.
like they start as that, and then they decide to go be an architect or something.
Wait, as an architect, do you mean like the people doing the designing or the people doing
Yeah,
the? Oh yeah,
designing.
they can do that. I can see that path going from doing the building to designing. Yeah, I can see that. But with the architecture, you
But
go to school.
about school loans that you said, it's here school is pretty affordable. Like, how do you say it? I mean, it's just affordable. Schools, you don't have to really take out any loans whatsoever.
Okay, could you work and pay for school like at the same
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Okay, for here, the only schools that you could do that to is community colleges, which are 2-year schools. Like the school I went to, Suffolk Community College, it was 5,000 a year. So in U.S. money, so you could easily go to school and pay that off. The universities, that's where you get tripped up because I'm in New York, so Hofstra University, I'm 20 minutes away. That school is easily 40 grand a semester or like 20 grand a semester. So you can't pay that off. That's gonna be impossible to work at the same time and pay it off. So you have to get a loan.
Yeah, that's not here. There's no,
No, not even close.
not even close. Like a semester for us is we got a discount on recently on our own semester.
Wait,
It was like 2,000 pesos,
wait, you get discounts?
or because of the
Yeah, because
quarantine.
of COVID.
Yeah, like a 25% or 20% discount.
Yeah. Okay, so the school I went to, they gave us a discount, but it was like $300. To be honest with you, it was nothing close to the thousand.
Yeah, but we don't even pay those $300 like per school for the semester.
Oh, okay. So so here in the U.S., like I would say, schools, the top tier schools are held behind a price barrier, meaning that like the top schools, you gotta pay a lot of money to even for a semester to even be there. So,
Didn't uh Biden like pardon, or how do you say, like the student debt, or is
oh yeah,
that
he did something like that. But wasn't looking into it, but yeah, he did. But I forgot how it worked. I
oh, that doesn't affect you? Like it doesn't help you out?
Nah, I think that's for. I'm trying to explain it. I believe that's for people who already graduated, who got the loans, and they probably would have to have some qualifications because he can't do that for everyone. It might be like a select group of people.
Oh,
So, like the same way school has some requirements to get into, I'm pretty sure he's like, all right, so I can't help anybody. Well, let me make some requirements so I can help some people out. So some of us So some of us got helped out, but not all.
And only the ones who graduated, right?
Well, yeah, graduated. Plus, there might be some requirements. It might be like a GPA requirement. Or it might be like, yo, you gotta have a job or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
For example, I don't know if you know the concept of pay to win, like.
Oh yeah. Like
Um,
video games, you gotta
yeah.
buy the DLC. Yeah.
Here, like in Colima, I heard that most of the people say that private schools is like a pay to win because it's basically impossible to, ¿cómo se dice reprobar? Like
Fail.
fail the course or the semester,
Yeah,
and
it's
like basically they are paying to I
for
don't
the
know.
They have
degree.
more
Yeah.
contact.
To
Yeah.
pass.
It is something like that in there in New York.
Okay, so your question is it pay to win? Does money give you advantages? Is that your question?
Yes, like the schools, the private schools here don't want that you fail the course.
Okay, so to simply answer your question, yeah, it's pay to win. Straight up, yeah, it's pay to win. If you
They
got
have
money,
well there. They are very good schools, but they don't want you to fail. And people that have money and doesn't care about life, so they pay.
oh, not so the U.S. school system is also tied to the housing system. So here's the thing: if your schools are doing better, the value of your house goes up. But people want to get into the schools that are doing better. Because here's the thing: if the high school is doing really good, that means your kid has a better chance of getting to a better college. But you're going to buy a house in high school. So the high schools are like, well, to keep the scores up, to keep more students coming in, we're going to do some shady stuff. Like, for example, I got a friend that went to private school, right? And so like his teacher, he would put a curve on his grade. So if you got like a failing grade, he put a curve on it and like boom, you pass. And still, if you didn't pass, he'd be like, "Yo, so you're gonna take this test one more time, study and pass." And if that didn't work, he'd be like, "All right, so before the test, we're gonna review. These are basically the answers. It's gonna be impossible to fail, and they all pass." So yeah, it does work like that in some private schools. To be honest with you.
I've heard like scandals of that going on, but it's like behind closed doors, right? Like no one can prove it, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the SAT scandal. So to get into a college, you have to take this test one time, and it basically evaluates all your knowledge. And so if you get a high score into that, like a college will reconsider your high school GPA over this one test you took to get you in. And so what people would do is they would hire students that look like their kids to go take the test, get a higher score to get into the school. So that's the scandal you're talking about, which is the SAT scandal. And yeah, that happens, but it's usually the rich people that do that because they care about the test scores and they know how the system works. So yeah, the scandals do happen. They pay people to take the test for their kids and get hired. And another scandal is some people have so much money that they'll just donate to the school and be like, "Yo, get my kid in. I gave you like $1 million, get him in." But that's like the top 1%. We can't afford to do that. Like not all of us. So money definitely helps you in the U.S. without a doubt. And also, I would say you being famous will help you. So like, I would say Barack Obama's daughter, he would get into school just because, like, yo, I'm the president's daughter, like, get me in, and they would accept her. And famous people in general, they would get accepted, be like, yo, they're famous. This will bring more people to our school. Just let them in. So does that answer was yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So money and fame helps. I don't know I don't know what to say. It
Same
ain't
here.
fair. It ain't fair, but it's how it works. You were saying something?
No, I'm just saying it's the same here.
Oh wait, money and fame help you? Like
Yeah.
we don't. There's no.
In
It's,
in our university, no, because it's like it's just like our university is like I don't know how to say it. It says, but private
It's on
university,
your
you pay.
have to
That's,
study.
so to get into school there, you gotta be like the best of the class.
in our university, I guess you just gotta just normal. You just gotta pass. But in private universities, I mean, whatever happens, whatever you can like fail, and as long as you pay, you pass.
Whoa. Okay. I don't. Okay, that's a little bit different. Here I would say your public schools. It's for for most of the schools, it's just pass high school will accept you in. For the upper tier of the for the upper tier of the public schools, it's like we have requirements. You need to meet this, and this in your high school. We might need some letters from your teacher saying you're good, and we might accept you. For the private schools, it's it's almost the same thing, except the price range is higher. So for the lower tier of the private schools, it's like have this GPA, pay this amount for tuition, get one letter from your teacher, and we'll accept you. For stuff like Harvard, it's like you need to be the best of your class.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you understand that.
Yeah, I understand. Like Harvard, Yale, I don't know, Princeton, I don't know what obviously, but I mean like private schools like that are like separated from the government in a way,
Hmm.
uh, and where you just pay to get your own diploma to graduate.
I, I
There, there
don't,
are there are those schools here.
I never went to private school, but I just think it's, I just think they just rigged the system. I don't think it's like, yo, you pay, just come to school, and you get your diploma. It's more like you pay, come to school, work a little bit, or we're just gonna rig this shit in your favor. So if you don't pass, you weren't even trying. I think it's like that in the private schools. But
Oh,
but also the private schools, I would say it's not really about the grades. It's about the rich people socializing with each other, networking with each other, and getting the good jobs. That's what it's really about. It's not really about the grades. It's about the people who are there. The same with Mexico, a little bit different, or
about like socializing, like the
Like the
socialites. I don't,
networking with people, like um, important people, something like that.
I don't know anything about that, but
so no. So basically, in the U.S., I would say the private schools are basically for the rich kids to know each other.
no, I get what you mean, but I don't know if it's happening here in Mexico, like that sort of stuff, uh, like maybe some politicians' kids go to this school and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
I don't,
yeah.
I don't know if that happens here, like people who's the socialites.
Oh, okay. Because also over here we have the legacy students. So if you're the last in someone important, you're like almost automatically getting in. Or like if your brother got in, you're more likely to get in. Or if your cousin got in, like basically if your family got in, you're more likely to get
Oh,
in.
that happens here a lot. That happens here a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How's your school system? How's it? How's like is like your high school scores tied to the value of your house or anything like that, or no?
Of our house or what?
Yeah, because here in the U.S., the high school scores, the test scores of the students are directly tied to the value of the house. So if the high school's doing poorly, the houses are cheaper. If the high school's doing really good, then the house's value goes up.
Eso no pasa aquí, ¿verdad?
No, creo que no. La verdad no.
That you don't have
Wait, what?
anything like that. I'm pretty sure.
So so what raises the value of your house? You know?
I mean, the property value. Uh, I think it's just like the area you're in.
Oh, okay.
Like there is like barrios how do you like?
Neighborhoods.
Neighborhood.
There's different neighborhoods, pretty much. That's just it.
Oh, okay, that's the same here. Oh shit, I'm realizing it's 1 o'clock. Were we on topic of the pedal thing?
Well,
Because we're talking for 2 hours. Are we on topic?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just realizing that. Like,
I don't know if we're on topic, but we're on a topic, but I don't know.
oh shit, because I'm just realizing that.
I think for the first session we just have to like introduce ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly it will be like 40 minutes.
Yeah, this is like
But
2
doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We might.
It's better because that in that way our teachers won't gonna see our our video. So it's 2 hours. I don't
I mean,
wanna see
yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
better for us. It's the same. Yeah.
they ain't gonna be watching this for 2 hours. Just gonna skip through it. Like, oh, they were
Yeah.
talking for 2 hours. They're doing a lot of
They
work.
won't
Oh
see
my
it.
God.
They won't see it.
Yeah.
They just say, they recorded. Okay, 10.
They're not even gonna watch it. They're gonna be like, oh, 2 hours, good.
Of course.
I saw your icon is Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z. I knew.
Dragon Ball is
Really,
big here. It's big here in Mexico.
Oh, it's there. Yo,
it's very popular here, Dragon Ball.
Did you know that Dragon Ball is big here?
Nah, I didn't know. I knew it was worldwide, but I wasn't thinking about Mexico when I was thinking about Dragon Ball.
Huge. It's
It's
huge.
huge there?
Yeah. Everyone knows Dragon Ball, or at least like the boys.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
same
most.
here.
Like
For
Dragon Ball,
the
the new.
for the reals.
But wait, but do you got the drill music there? Like, you got the drill? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? With the drill music, right?
No, drill music.
What?
Drill. Do you know about like hip hop music?
Yeah.
Hip hop. Like,
Do you have uh do you have Pot Smoke? Like, it sounds like Pot Smoke.
oh, I know Pop Smoke, but he died, right?
Yeah, do you have like the Pot Smoke style of music in Mexico? Because I know the drill music is worldwide.
Like, like reggaeton, you mean?
Nah, it's like well, drill.
Like Cartel de Santa. Cartel de Santa. I think you mean like Cartel de Santa, like rap, hip
No, I
hop.
don't think so. They don't speak Spanish, Cristian.
No. But Pop Smoke is rap.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what you mean, right?
yeah. Well, to explain the drill music came out of the suburb of Chicago. Chicago is very dangerous. If you go to a certain part, I'm not
Yeah.
going to guarantee your safety. The music came out of there. It's called drill because the music out of Chicago has a very distinct type of beat to it, and the music talks about violence, the hoods,
I
getting
think
shot.
I think you mean los corridos, narco corridos.
Like Sinaloa.
Like those Mexican songs that people blast. You might hear that talk about like the cartel.
Yeah, but man, I just need to listen to it. Like, let me send you a link. Can I send you a link?
Yeah. Send in
If I
the.
send you a link and you listen to it, you know what kind of sound I'm talking about.
I mean, I think narco corridos are like our own version of whatever of hip hop.
But it has like a very distinct type of beat. Let me.
Yes, but I think that you can even get in trouble hearing that type of music if someone from the other cartel hears you that you're listening that
Oh,
music.
yeah.
It's dangerous, like listening that music in loud. But there's people that do.
Me.
Yeah, that happens here in New York, but specifically in the city. If you listen to one person's music, you might get shot, like straight up. Nah, this is a Nigerian song. I sent it to the group chat.
Rabe, I sent some images from Colima.
Oh
If
damn!
you-
Oh, this shit's nice.
It's very beautiful. It's like a paradise. That's why I was saying before that here it was the peaceful place on Mexico until the crime came, because we are so small in population, but the place
it is very different from one place to another. For example, in the south where I live in Manzanillo, it is a
Yeah,
coast, so it is very tropical, you know. But if you go to
yeah,
the north, it is more forest, you know.
yeah.
It's
I hear
very
you.
different one place to another.
Boy, let me. All right, so the first link in the group chat is, but yo, this place is very beautiful though. I like the pictures though. And let me send another link. But damn, this is beautiful as hell. And where is this at?
That's Colima Manzanillo, no? Angel?
Yes.
Oh, you listen to the Pop Smoke one. Do you have anything that sounds like that?
No, 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 not like our. We have Carta de Santa. That's like the only. We have rap. That's like the popular one.
Oh, yo, there's this one. So, wait, actually, send me a link to one of the songs you listen to so I can understand.
Like corridos. I
Yeah,
listen to corridos.
because I could tell you if I hear that here, because I hear the Spanish songs all the time.
Okay, I'll send the link.
I didn't know that you like corridos, Christian.
Siempre ponía.
Where?
Cuando entramos en clase, ¿no escuchabas?
No, I don't remember.
Yo y Mario
Yeah, I
escuchábamos.
remember.
Really?
Sí.
Yeah,
Yo, Mario, Gary.
Christian listens to the good ones.
Is it in the chat?
Hold on. I'll send you a corrido that's pretty recent, like a popular recent one made.
Okay,
Recordando Manolo.
because over here, all the Spanish cats are like, play Bad Bunny. I'm like,
No,
not,
no.
not enough.
Over here too, but we don't. I don't like that.
Yeah, all of them like, play Bad Bunny. It's like, yo, what the?
There, I sent it.
I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open this.
Ah,
That's just a like kind of regular corrido that you might hear.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna play this as I'm listening. Oh wait, this is different. All right, this is different.
Yeah, yeah, that's banda.
All right, that's different. That sounds like more traditional. It sounds like when I go to Mexico, I would hear something. But it sounds like he's singing.
Yeah, they're singing.
Like he sounds like Drake, honestly. Like that's not a good comparison, but he kind of sounds like Drake. Okay, the music's good though. I like it. I like it. Dang, wait, what's the
Man,
style called?
Mario, manda la de éxtasis de Cartel de Santa en el chat.
Oh, okay. Because the music in the U.S. it's way more diverse. We have like a bunch of different styles. Like we got. Actually, let me sing you something that you might hear in a. So at my family barbecue, you would hear something like this. Hold up. Honestly, you probably know this song. Like at like one of my family's barbecue, you would hear something like this at every single barbecue. You would hear that song at least one time. At least one time you're gonna hear this song.
Which one?
I know that one. Yeah.
Hey, you know, you even know.
Yeah. That's also in movies too.
So at your family barbecues, like, what kind of music would I hear?
Like the one I sent you.
Oh, just like that one. Oh, all right, I hear you. I hear you.
That's what you hear.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's uh there's like two different
Two
there's
different
like
sounds.
no like two different like aspects of Mexican of Mexicanos. Like maybe that's like more traditional,
Hmm.
I guess. And there's also like more maybe like people that are more Western, like more modern. Like they might hear like people singing in English.
Oh, so the old school and the new
It's kind
school.
of the music that I sang you. It's kind of like looked down upon in Mexico.
Whoa, wait. So the traditional stuff is looked down upon?
Yeah, Ángel, tu micro, güey.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I play that in school, and like maybe like a few kids like think I'm like in the cartel, not in cartel, but like think I'm part like part of that lifestyle or something.
Wait, there is no. So wait. So what music do they want to listen to then? If they look down
They
upon.
listen to the Bad Bunny, the reggaeton, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what they listen to.
so
We
they
also
listen
Like
have
to.
rock.
they see themselves better as us. Like we're more old style. Like maybe I guess. ¿Sí, no? ¿Estoy bien? ¿Correcto en esto?
¿Puedes decirlo en español para entender qué dijiste?
Mira, como los corridos y eso, la gente
Ajá.
como más así, que se cree así, no, se piensan que estamos todos güeyes, o no, los que escuchan
Uh,
corrido.
a little bit. Not too much. Not too much.
Most of the corridos are based on a story of a um,
Drug money.
important drug cartel journey, important person. So it's like based on someone's story, and
Like
like
even if you don't like the cartel, you might still listen to that. Like me, like I still listen.
Oh, yo, That's the same over here. Over here, we got like the hood music,
Yeah,
which is
I like
basically.
yeah. There's like yeah, like they talk about guns or whatever, and you still listen to it.
Yo,
You
that's the
still listen
same
on the
thing
radio,
over here. Yo, because over here we got the hood music. People be listening to it. And some
but
people be like, "Wait, yeah."
that's like more accepted over there, right?
It's kind of weird. Honestly, it's kind of weird. Like it's like everyone wants to have the image of the hood guy because it's the cool guy. He gets all the girls, gets the money. But in reality, like
Yeah.
yo, they go to jail, they get shot, they have anxiety. Other people want to kill them. Their life is not good. But the image that they sell is like everyone wants to be that. But in real life, like yo, this shit's terrible.
Yeah, it's like they the song's about like maybe like fun, like having fun shooting or whatever, but like and like I mean I don't know how to say it. It's
Yo, like, do you play that music at the party and everyone gets lit? Because over here we play the hood
yeah
music, everyone's getting
yeah
lit. No matter
yeah,
what.
but like it's the same thing like with certain people. Like I think like you hear that every day, but still people don't. There's a lot of people that still don't like that type of music. I think.
yeah, personally, I don't like corridos.
¿No te gustan?
No, no me gustan. I
Sí,
like banda, but
Yes.
like not corridos, pues.
pinche José.
I like
Ah,
Vicente
like
Fernández, Luis
like
Miguel, Juan Gabriel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
Ivan.
corridos, but I don't like banda.
Uh,
so so this question is gonna be everyone. So what's like So what's most popular in the music scene? Like, is it like the Americanized stuff's the most popular, or like I want everyone's opinion?
It's
I think,
reggaeton.
oh, reggaeton, you think?
Yes.
Is
Reggaeton or
that?
banda. Depends on the part of the country. In the north, it's more popular banda.
Okay.
Like,
Mhm.
and corridos too.
I think
But mhm.
in
You?
general, I think it's like pretty even with like Western music and our music here. I think it's even.
It's very close. We have teams from America too, from the United States.
But when I'm out and about, I what I hear more is like corridos
Oh, okay.
or banda.
I usually hear more pop and reggaeton.
Now,
But
Ricky.
it is not. This doesn't mean that it is my favorite type of music. It is just the things that I hear in the streets. You know,
Oh, okay.
we have very Mexican music, very South American music, and also very American music. It is a lot of music in English and Spanish, both.
Oh, okay. So,
Um, I like rock, and I like the rock that has made from our language. It's very good. It's different.
oh, okay. So it's another question to everybody. So what do you like about the new American music that has like your fascination? Because it seems like most of the world is like they're taking the best parts of the American sound and making it their own. It seems like that's what I'm seeing everywhere.
Do you mean like rap and hip hop or?
Honestly, I'm just talking about well, in this conversation, talking about rap. I'm talking about the American sound in general. But for this
Uh,
conversation, talking about rap.
I mean, I'm looking at my playlist right now. Most of like the American music I have is like uh it's like indie. It's like that's what I prefer. Like I don't know if, like if I play this with my friends here, they probably like laugh or something.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's what I take away from it over there, like the more mellow sounds.
Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Anybody else? Like, what American sound do you like? Because I want to hear everyone's opinion on it.
I like to hear like trap or something like that.
Oh, so you like Gucci Man? You know
Yeah,
Ti? Oh,
yeah,
so you
like Suicide Boys and like uh, Kendrick Lamar, um, Drake. I don't know stuff like that.
okay? Kendrick Lamar. He's a West Coast cat. He's a Californian sound. The trap sound is a Southern sound. And what was the other artist you named? Drake?
Yeah, Drake, Travis Scott,
Lil Peep.
Lil
Yeah.
Peep.
Oh, yo, Little Peep's from Long Island. Little Peep is where I'm from.
Yeah, I thought it was like Swedish or